Alright, let me fix that a little bit. Alright, this is going to be a new series of lives that I do when I should be doing something else. Um, I said I'm supposed to be going to South Carolina tomorrow, like I said earlier. So I should be getting my battery packs put on the charger so I can charge them up so I have backup power. Should be doing a lot of other things, but I'm here. What's going on, cheap and nerdy? Once again, so Procrastination Station is going to be the title of any live that I do when I should be doing something else. Whether it be getting to sleep to go to work or when I should be getting my stuff ready for cons, uh, things like that. So, again, just jumping on because no one else has. So I figured I would. And there's no real rhyme or reason to this. So because I opened up the awesome box that Cheap and Nerdy sent me in the last stream that I did. If you missed that, check that out. And also, I finally put the links to those two channels that I mentioned in my last stream in the comment in the description. So check them out. It was The Small Kitten and Nerdy Momo. Check them out. Two great channels. Um, Nerdy Momo I found on pretty much almost on accident. I was watching another video and it just kicked over to hers because YouTube is funny like that. Sometimes you'll be watching, you'll be watching one thing and you wind up watching something completely different. But she is pretty funny. She's a Disney fan like me, so that right there, like I said, earns cool points in my opinion. So check them out. Um, I have a couple more that I want to talk about, but I may do a video sometime this weekend to highlight those channels because there's two or three more that I want to bring attention to. But I also just want to say that I know that the collecting couple was at 300. Now they're at 291 or ping ponging back and forth. We need to get them to 300. They're awesome. They deserve to be part of the 300 club. They hit it on their live stream last night and it got taken away. I don't know if it was, YouTube glitch or people just getting them up there and dropping them back down, but they need to be at 300. So if we can help them out in any way possible, we need to do that for them. This is late for I'm usually in bed while seeing me a Saturday off. That's awesome. I used to work a lot of Saturdays, so I know how that is, especially when you're supposed to work but you're off. What's going on, Stephanie Perez? We have four people in here, three lights. You guys are amazing. Like I said, there's no real rhyme or reason. Um, if you missed the last stream, like I said, can't see it because it's a little high up, but Cheap and Nerdy was awesome enough to send me a purple Thanos, and then I finally went to my mailbox. I'm horrible at that because my mailbox. Live in an apartment, so community mailboxes. So it's hard to get there. It's hard to park, and I hate parking there. Um, Stephanie Perez needs to be at 300 too, so we need to get her up to 300 as soon as possible. 90, all right, so 80, 90. We definitely need to get her up to 300, so we need to, start trying to get her up to 300. But I also got the limited edition Tiny Dinos Big Wold stickers, so I'm grateful for Tiny Dinos to think of me when he was giving them out, so that's awesome. Definitely appreciate that. Um, I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. I mean, obviously, if you get more people in here and things start rolling, I'll definitely stay on as long as is necessary. I cut my last live short earlier because my boy Dre over at Dre's Geek Depot went live, so I wanted to show him some support. Also, my friend Jason, he's starting a YouTube channel as well. Definitely want to help him out with getting some supporters. I'll put the link to his channel. He doesn't have any videos out right now. I'm gonna get him a box of stuff together over the next week or so, and that should be one of his first videos. So be on the lookout for him. He is local, so I'll do some things with him, and he can come onto my channel, and we can definitely collaborate on things. Him and I, we've been friends for years. We love talking movies and a lot of geek stuff. So we'll definitely get some stuff going together. But again, he's a cool guy, very knowledgeable in a lot of different subjects. So he's gonna do a lot of different things. I know he wants to do like movie reviews and different reviews, big into music. So he'll probably do some music stuff, and he works in the automotive field, so he'll talk about cars and stuff. TNPS Funko, what's going on? Your box is somewhere behind me. I'm gonna try and get to the post office either tomorrow or on Monday, and we'll get that shipped out to you. I'm finally back in town. My favorite movie? That's a loaded question. Um, I mean, it depends on. I mean, the politically correct answer would be a lot, but um, I mean, I'm just gonna shoot from the hip. There's Shawshank Redemption, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Morgan Freeman could definitely narrate my life. Back to the Future, it's right behind me there. It's a Leah Thompson autograph. Um, I mentioned musicals in another stream. I love Rent. Um, Christmas time, so White Christmas is definitely has to be up in that conversation as far as my favorite all time movie. Um, West Side Story is another one. That was probably one of the first musicals that I was exposed to as far as on movie. So, Rudy's awesome. Goonies is awesome. I actually, when I was at the Comic Con in Atlanta in July, I went and sat in on a panel with Sean Astin. Hearing him talk about stories from the Goonies and what he's doing now, he is definitely an amazing actor. I hope he comes back to Atlanta next year because I have a Samwise Gamgees that needs his autograph on it. I actually bought it for the con for this year, but at that point I'd already gotten autographs from Ray Park, Linda Larkin, Paige O'Hara, um, Jim Cummings, and then we paid for autographs for two of our friends. Actually, a friend of ours and my mother-in-law. So I spent a lot of money on autographs. So I didn't get to meet Sean Astin. I'm hoping he comes back next year, so I can meet him and fanboy over him for about a couple minutes. Because again, he's been in a lot of movies that I love. Goonies, Rudy, obviously, but 51st Dates. He was also in a movie called Forever Strong. It's about a rugby player who gets into trouble. He's in that movie, so that's another awesome movie that I know him from. So, but yeah, I mean, Christmas movies. Be on the lookout. Probably, definitely not this weekend. Um, Maybe starting in December, we'll do some Christmas themed lives, and I'll do the videos that I want to do for the Christmas season, where I talk about different Christmas movies. And I mean, Joseph Grohl Christmas movies, I can run a list of probably 20 or 30 movies that I love to watch. A lot of them are mainstream, some of them are Hallmark movies, Lifetime movies. Um, it's, Christmas is just one of those that time of year where I love watching the movies and love listening to the music and stuff like that. So there will definitely be Christmas content on Robert Brate's YouTube. Like I said, right now I'm getting back into the swing of my work schedule. This week being away, um, it was just tough. I didn't think to bring my other phone to film because I didn't know if I was gonna have Wi-Fi or how that was gonna work out. But thankfully, I had Wi-Fi. Thankfully, I was able to, um, you know, cast stuff from my phone onto a TV so I can watch a lot of you guys in your live streams or your videos. I was able to watch the pop couples on Wednesday. I was able to watch Nerdy Treasures do his OSI show on Wednesday. The Collecting Couple last night, things like that. So I was able to keep in touch with YouTube because, I'll be honest again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've always watched YouTube. LG the Geek, what's going on? I'm just procrastinating. That's what this live is all about. If you're procrastinating on doing something, this is where you need to be. Did you see Funko? Um, I was able to catch a little bit of Forever Freaky Funkos live the other night too. Um, it's just hard because again I'm used to being here where I've got my TV with my PS4, which I'll put one stream on, and then I'll have my iPhone, which I'm using to stream right now, and I have this that has Wi-Fi on it, and I'll watch two or three streams at once to support everyone. Because as much as I love getting on here and doing lives with you guys or doing videos, I love to support other people. And it's yes, I saw your last video. Actually, I'm fairly certain I did. It's been a long day. My mind is kind of shot right now, but I saw y'all hit 250, which is awesome. You guys are getting close to that 300. Um, you know, for me, 300 was amazing. I'm sitting right at 351 right now, and if I hit 400 soon, I do. But again, I'm thankful for where I'm at. Um, that's something I'm gonna do. Is I don't know if I'm gonna do a live on Wednesday or depending upon my schedule on Thursday, I may go live Thursday, and we'll just have like just a live where we can talk about what we're thankful for and what we're looking forward to, doing in the holiday season and the first of the year. That's something I'm kind of, you know, always been big on is reflection for myself. The last couple of years for me have been kind of hard. A lot of it is kind of self-inflicted, but I'm kind of at a point in my life where I want to be successful and work where I can be successful. I think, or I hope I finally found a place where I can do that and do it long term and be able to do other things. So I'm very thankful for that. Um, I, you know, I'm kind of bleeding into what I want to do on Wednesday, but again, I'm just thankful for you guys. It's what 10:45 on a Friday night, and I got six people in here listening to me ramble. So you guys are awesome. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, exactly. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. The training I just got back from definitely put me in the all right, cheap and nerdy. I'll see you guys later. Um, but it's strange. It's like I've always been good at what I did. I used to work for Advanced Auto Parts, and then before that, I worked for AutoZone for 5 years. I worked for Firestone for 5 years, and I've always been in sales, and I'm good at sales. I'm good at what I did, but the it's a booby trap. Yes, but it's like you have to kind of get to a point where is it worth going into work every day? And I kind of alluded to it last night, but where I worked and what I was doing, it kind of put me in a really dark place because I don't do anything really really half-ass. So yes, my man Holt is right here. He's watching over the procrastination station. So if y'all get out of line, Holt will smash you. I wish it was Gladiator Holt like Jeddah has, but one day in the very far off future, I will have a Gladiator Hulk hot toy, which would be awesome. I mean, retail, just the last year had just really sucked the life out of me. I noticed that just the quality of my life was just crap. I would get up, and usually I love to get up in the morning and be like, I'm excited to go to work, pumped to go to work, but I lost that spark. And there were days where I just didn't, where I would look at my phone and be like, I don't want to go in today. But I pushed through, and it really took a lot to really realize to realize what I wanted to do with my life. And working retail wasn't it. So I put out my resume and I interviewed for two jobs. One was for Pep Boys. And the other one is for where I'm working. I didn't really think I would get the job that I'm working at, but my boss saw something in me, so I'm gonna go for it. Um, it's a little bit different. I mean, it's still parts and it's still what I know, but it's a lot different. So I'm excited for the challenge that I'm gonna be dealing with. I don't think it's gonna be a hard challenge, and honestly, I think it's a challenge that for me in the short term I will definitely excel at. Um, there's not a lot of stress that I can see. I mean, obviously every job has their stressors and their stress points, and I mean, I've only been there for about 2 weeks, so I can't sit here and say, "Oh, my job is easy," because it may not be. But for me, I'm excited for that opportunity and for that change, and I implore anyone who's watching this to go after what you want to do. If you're stuck in a job that you're not enjoying, find one that you will enjoy, and don't stop looking until you find one that you enjoy, because work shouldn't put you in a position where you feel less self value. There were days I would go into work and I would sell $1,000 worth of parts, and I would do all my other work, but I wasn't appreciated. Everyone talked to me. I got three of the Holts. Oh, that's all. I mean, luckily I found mine. Maybe about a month ago when they started doing the restocks. I mean, it wasn't $8, but you know, I mean, I don't mind paying retail for pops, but I mean, obviously a steep discount would have been awesome too. I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't have bought it for $8, but again, where I'm at and in the Atlanta area, there's a lot of collectors, and sometimes you have to get there. What's going on, Galactic Pops? How you doing tonight? Um, I'm pretty certain everyone here supports Galactic Pops, but if you don't, you need to. He's an amazing guy who does amazing things for this community. Um, right now he's getting a bum deal, and I talked about it last night on one of my streams that I mean YouTube is supposed to be about community. We need to support each other. We need to raise each other up, not put each other down. Again, I don't know who's going on. Who's giving him problems. But I mean, if you got a problem with him, talk to me because he's a good guy who supports not only myself but a lot of other people in the community. And if you have an issue, talk to people like adults. There's no need to resort to childishness and foolishness over over pops or over other things. It's not right. I mean, growing up, I was bullied a little bit, so I kind of take offense when I see things like that happening. I will always fight for my friends. Whether we're close and we hang out or it's over YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or wherever. If you've got a problem, you can always come talk to me, and I will. And I mean, I have too for the most part, and a lot of it has to do with my speech, and a lot of it has to do with my weight. But you know what? I'm comfortable with who I am, you know, and quite honestly, I don't need people to point out the obvious. I am overweight, and I do have a slight stutter or a stammer. But you know what? I'm still here. It takes a lot to get me down, but again, I've been down. I've been down before, but it's sad that we as adults have to resort to bullying over, you know, I mean, honestly, weight loss. I've struggled with that since I was 13. When I was in middle school and elementary school, I was skinny. I went into high school at 13, weighing 140 pounds. I left high school weighing over 200. But for me, I'm comfortable with who I am. And some people are, some people aren't. To those who are not, it's not for lack of trying. It's just I mean, for me, I've come to the realization that I am who I am, but the inside is what matters to me. And, I'll definitely. All right, Joseph Girl, you have a great rest of your night. I'm probably gonna head out of here soon. I just don't feel like doing what I have to do right now, so I'm gonna put it off a little bit longer. Puberty, much like karma, is definitely a bitch. What's going on, JC? And that's something I want to talk about now that JC's here. JC's daughter did her first video tonight, and she mentioned that she was nervous in front, being on camera. Coming from a person who's on camera right now and has been for 23 minutes. Growing up, I was painfully shy and painfully awkward. Um, but what kind of helped me get through it and is just doing it. I mentioned in my earlier stream that I did theater in college. You know, it was something I love to do. I love movies and I love writing and I love just acting because I can escape who I am for an hour or two. So when I was in college and I was doing theater, my family came to one of my plays, and my sister in law, who had known me for, pretty much almost since you know, middle school, was surprised that I was on stage acting because I was so painfully shy. So, if I can tell her one thing, it's just do it. It's not that it's hard, but sometimes you just have to step out, to steal to steal a line from Wicked, you have to defy gravity. You have to just do it. Take that leap and hope you fly. And honestly, for the most part, I mean, she did great. Um, so you know, you know, it's one of those things where you know, I almost let my my shyness, take away something I love doing. People every day ask me why my degree's in theater and do I use it? Yes, I do. I use it every day. I talk to people. I interact. I do YouTube. Honestly, JC, so was I. But again, being on stage, you have people with you. You have, one or two or three or four or five actors. When you go live and you push go live, you're by yourself. And you hope people come in, you know. So I can see where she's nervous, but she did great. Um, the more she does it, the more comfortable she'll become, and she'll grow. And LJ the Geek, honestly, do it. For a while, I kind of, made excuses for not going live. Oh, well, so and so's doing live, or oh, I'll do it tomorrow night. But now that I've done it, honestly, it's been fun. And for me, I don't care if I have, hundreds of people in my stream. I'd rather not have 100 people in my stream, and it's not because I don't care about my supporters. It's because right now I'm having a conversation with 6 people. I couldn't do that if I had 40, 50, 60, 80 people in here. I'd miss half the chat. So for me and my channel, I'd rather have 15, 20 people in here. That way we can really talk and really get to know each other. And we can grow this community just, on Robert Braid's YouTube, but also we can expand that to support other channels and to bring people up and to support other people. Luckily I found a community, started by John and Emma and extended by, JC and Dre and Papa Lucha and everyone else to where I can fit in. I don't have thousands of subscribers, but with just what I have, I was able to help Cheap and Nerdy out. You know, and I take pride in that. You know, I had, I had a message on one of my videos that I did where I shouted out channels and someone said that was nice. YouTube, we should be supporting each other. And I'll say that it's very hard for me to do YouTube. I'm trying to follow the chat and it's hard. Pops never let spam badge. Exactly. It doesn't matter who's bullying, who's giving him a hard time. It's just we need to support each other. I've followed Logic Pop for a little bit, and he's doing great things on his channel. His channel's his channel. Hey, how you doing, One Conscious? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by and showing support. That's what we're all about here. That's what I'm all about. That's what this community's all about. Exactly. I told him that the other night that jealous ones will stay envy. That's one of my. It's obvious. It holds true because I'm jealous of other people too, but I'm not envious of it. I wouldn't put them down because I'm jealous of them. You know, there's channels out there that have bigger fan bases and have better pops than I do. But at the end of the day, I would love to have that. If I woke up tomorrow with Cletus's pop clutch, and I wouldn't be upset about it. I would love that, but I'm not envious of it. I'm not to the point where I would talk bad about anyone. We all collect what we want. We all collect what we can afford. So for me to sit here and belittle someone for giving a pop to someone or for doing giveaways on their channel. No, I mean we all do what we can for our supporters and for our community. Oh, I do too. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for you know, um, Funko Pop Academy, I wouldn't have bought my Bobo Pop that I have and I brought to North Carolina with me. Um, uh, I don't know. I mean, Top Pop. I mean, like I don't want to start talking, mentioning people and because again, I love I mean, honestly, from Top Pops on down, I haven't found a channel that I don't like. I mean, I'm jealous of the content that some people can create because of their means. Honestly, collecting is fun. Um, I mean, I have a wide variety of things that I collect. I mean, I have a mystery mini in my shot, and I have pops behind me. But I love Disney Vinymations. I have we collect Disney pop. A lot of Disney stuff. We collect popcorn buckets, Disney pins. I have a nice collection of Vinymations that are stored away. Um, Disney plush. I'm 36 years old and I still have stuffed animals, and I'm not ashamed of it. Trying to think movies, which I kind of stopped with movies only because I don't. I mean, I don't know why. Research is cheap, but research can also lead to wanting to collect. I mean, Hot Toys are yes. I mean, honestly, even research, you are collecting knowledge. Just to put it into perspective. Um, you know, you know, I mean, that's the main thing. So, some think grails are just honestly for me, grails right. A grail that I had was buying Bobo, and it's like $15. I think I paid for him, or $20. Another grail that I bought was my Wayne Gretzky pop that I got. And that was part and parcel because of another amazing person in this community, which is Forever Freaky Funko. I won a giveaway of his about a month or two ago, and I was able to buy that pop. So for me, Grails are not necessarily the fastest, high dollar pops. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if I had a pop that was worth that much, I'd sell it. I would sell it and buy other pops that I like. I can have one pop and that's worth $500, or I could have you know, a swarm of pops that I really want. See, there you go. You collect knowledge and facts, and honestly, that's the best thing you can collect in the whole world because this right here will go away, but your mind, not so much. Now I'm getting way off, getting way too philosophical for a Friday night. Oh, he's out of shot. But again, we've got 8 people in here and 7 lights, so I'm doing my job. You guys are awesome. Um, is there anything y'all want to talk about? Okay, Nerdy Mama, what? Man, this chat is going by too quick. I think he was the. What's going on, Blazing Pops? Welcome to the Procrastination Station, where as long as you're here, you ain't gotta do anything else. I'm trying to find a slogan for the Procrastination Station, but I'll come up with it later. All right, I'm gonna jump in the chat because I'm having a hard time reading it, and y'all are probably posting some really cool stuff that I can't read. But again, I mean, as far as content, uh, my phone is slow. Or I should say, this phone is slow. My other phone is even slower. So I'm using that to. Seriously? This YouTube app is killing me tonight. I'm sorry. Alright. Got 8 people watching. Gotcha. I checked it. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, Nary Mama just made the list. That one picture has more likes than all my. Uh, Instagram can be your best friend or your worst enemy, JC. I mean, honestly, I've had some pretty cool success with Instagram and posts. I mean, I've had celebrities like my posts, or I've had them use pictures I've posted. So I mean, Instagram can be fun. I mean, I'm actually being followed by the person who voices Gorilla Grodd, and to me that's amazing. I'm just a poor schlub from Georgia, but he's following me on Instagram, and to me that's amazing. But yeah, I mean it's funny because Carolyn gives me stuff about my followers on Instagram that I have over 900, but in the grand scheme of things, to me Instagram's a tool to hopefully generate traffic to my YouTube channel. But it's also fun too. Same here, but I hear those. I mean, Blazing Pops. Honestly, I do too. I've posted a couple pictures from North Carolina and my trip up there. But when I started it, I was doing some pop photos and stuff like that. And I have some up there. If you follow me and you scroll all the way to the bottom, then also I would do pictures from the cons I've been to and stuff like that. I haven't done much in my personal life, and I need to change that because you know for you know for what I want my channel to be is a community. If all you're seeing are my pops and where I'm in my convention stuff or stuff like that, and you don't see me on a day to day basis, you're not really getting to know me. What's going on, Lady Days? Welcome to the procrastination station. 11 people in here and 9 likes. You guys are friggin' awesome. I kind of want to break and do what Dre does and have my Friday, my weekend streams where I drop f bombs and stuff. But I don't know. And I mean honestly, JC, I see the 10 lights now. I mean honestly, what JC posted, him dancing, that's stuff that I think. I mean, me personally, as a supporter of other people, I want to see what you guys are doing in your life. I don't want to just see your pops or your hot toys or whatever. I want to see you. I mean that's kind of what we. The content brings us in. If I'm showing you a picture of a hot toy or doing an unboxing, that's bringing you in. Oh, um, the if I were outside, I probably would, but the area I'm in right now is close quarters because I've got my giveaway boxes are behind me that I have to ship out this week, and I've got stuff on the side of me that can't be moved. So maybe tomorrow on the con floor, I'll break it out if we can get enough people in here. But I don't know. I'm enjoying everyone's posts. The snow, I love looking at it. I used to love playing in it when I was a kid. But living in Georgia, I don't like the snow at all. Cause we down here are ill equipped First goal I reached, next goal was 500, and I'll stream a happy day. Um, I think I said on JC's stream with Funto Pop Wild, I would do a dance at 500. I'll dance at 500. So that leaves y'all with 149 subs to fund to bring into my channel, and I'll dance. I don't care. I have no shame. So I've been doing for 40 minutes. Wow. These streams definitely can take over your night. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I love hanging out with you guys. Even if it's just, me ranting about bullying and, stage fright and telling you, you know, painful, or not really painful, but just embarrassing things from my childhood. That's all part of what I'm about is being honest and open. I'm close to Ohio, Illinois. We just know. Yes, I do hate bullies. Um, honestly, social media makes it easier to be a bully because you can hide behind, you know, you can hide behind Instagram or Facebook or even go on YouTube. It would be easy for me to bully someone. I can get on here and talk about, fill in the blank and say fill in the blank is whatever. It's easy to do, but get stand face to face and say it. That's one thing I'll say. If anybody ever had a problem with me, they can say it to my face, and we can decide right then and there. Um, you know what the outcome of that would be. My vote goes. Welcome back, JC. We're still here, just talking and shooting the crap. I should be in bed because I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow, driving to Greenville, South Carolina, and back. But again, I'm here for you guys. You guys have supported me. No, Jay, I'll tell my kids never to start a fist fight, but someone started. Oh, definitely finish it. Honestly, I had one kid, try and fight me in high school. I let him punch me. It didn't hurt. Yes, she could, but she's already asleep. I haven't seen her since probably 8:30. I haven't seen her in probably 2-3 hours. So she's out. She was tired. She's had a long week here with $2 by herself and work, and I've been up in North Carolina by myself. So I'll let her sleep. Tomorrow will be a long day, and then Sunday I don't know what's going on for my birthday. I've been tasked to figure it out, and I don't know what I want to do. I just said I know we're going to the Disney store so I can get the cool Disney key, but beyond that, I don't know. I'll probably go to dinner and do something like that. I don't know. It kind of depends upon how tomorrow goes if I can find some cool stuff to buy. But I don't know. My birthday is Sunday, JC. Um, it's a big joke that I'm the big Disney fan that shares a birthday with Mickey Mouse. So all the Mickey's 90th birthday hype. It should be Robert's 37th birthday hype. There should be a gamer Robert pop coming out. There should be a 10-inch Robert pop at Target right now. But thank you, LJ. I'll probably do a live on Sunday, just to celebrate my birthday. I don't know if it'll be in the morning, while I'm online at the Disney store. Thank you, Galactic Pop Suit. I greatly appreciate you saying that. It'll be fun. I'll be with family and probably you guys if I go live at some point. So I'll definitely try to 50. Wow, 50 is the new 30. So I'm just saying 50 is the new 30 or 20 or 10. I may go live in a little bit. If I'm still if I'm if I'm still awake, I'll definitely be there. I'm starting to get a little tired, but I need to sort out my bag for tomorrow. That way I can have all of my extra battery packs and stuff like that for my phones. So I'll probably be awake for a bit. And I also still have this Mountain Dew ice that I bought on Monday and I didn't drink yet. I'll be 45 next year in June. I'll be 40 in another 3 years. Thank you, Lady Days. I appreciate all the early birthday wishes. You guys are freaking amazing. But again, yeah, we got 9 people in here, 10 lights, so I'm doing my job. Happy birthday to you also, Steph. If I miss it, yours is next Saturday. So Thanksgiving, and then you're. I mean, honestly, for me, I love having my birthday so close to Thanksgiving because I get presents on my birthday, and I get turkey on that Thursday. Can't go wrong with that. Cake and presents, and then turkey and football. Can't beat it. But I'm speeding home, so oh JC, don't worry about it. I'll still be up. As soon as you go live, I'll bring everyone over to you and we'll hang out. Um, I mean honestly, I kind of feel bad because my nephew is his birthday is on the 26th of December, but but I know they do a lot of good stuff for him on Christmas and also on his birthday. So, but I mean, having a Christmas birthday or a birthday right around Christmas, that would be kind of or could be kind of bad unless people can give you just a birthday gift and then just Christmas. Then you get the lazy people. Who are like, oh well, your birthday's on Christmas, so here's one present for both. No, I want a present for my birthday. I want a Christmas present. So if you all missed it earlier, I already put the stuff up on my display, but I got an awesome package from my friends over at Cheap and Nerdy. If you watched the first stream, I unboxed it. I got some amazing Disney Doorables, which as a Disney fan I hadn't heard of, but I got a bunch of them now. They're actually on the top of the 10-inch Mickey box. Um, Discord is one of those things I just don't understand. It's not that I don't like it, I just don't understand how it works. I might be showing my age, which, you know, as far as being into the cool technologies and stuff like that, but give me Facebook, give me Instagram, and give me YouTube, and I'm good. Um, I tried Twitter. I didn't really like it. Um, I've kind of grown fond of Instagram. Uh, if I could never hit that that 1,000 follower mark, that would be awesome. Yes, again, I hear about Discord from Jetta and from I think Top Pop has had Discord and stuff like that. I just can't. I don't know. It's just too many things to follow at this point. And I mean, I have only enough brain power for certain things, and you know, Discord for me is just another password to try and remember. Um, Apparently, with my new job, I'm gonna have a lot of passwords and a lot of usernames to remember. So I need to get a what's going on, Mr. Something Basic? Welcome to the station. Uh, we're here. You can do whatever you want, but later on. So that's what I'm doing. I'm procrastinating, and I need to get some stuff ready for tomorrow, but I'm here. And I've been here for almost 50 minutes now. It's been a long week. But, I mean, for the most part, you guys have seen me almost all week, except for Tuesday and Wednesday. And even Tuesday and Wednesday, I was in people's streams, so I kind of feel like we're, you know. But again, I said what's one on Pop Couple? I'm just ranting and raving as usual. I have no real agenda, but I never do. And if you saw or if you missed my first stream, like I just said, my friends at Cheap and Nerdy sent me a box as a thank you for helping them out. Um, I would get up and turn the camera around and show you what they bought me, but it's the procrastination station. I don't really feel like getting up right now. But I got a purple Thanos, which I love, and apparently I have been turned on to a new rabbit hole I need to look into. Um, but yeah, so today's been a good day, and I also got my limited edition Tiny Dino stickers, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet. I have an idea, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through with it or not because I don't know if I'm gonna keep my turtle or not. If I do, then I'm gonna put him on my turtle, and he is a 4 foot Ninja Turtle. So I'm gonna try and deck out my turtle with stickers from fellow YouTubers. So again, if y'all have a sticker, send it my way. I said once I move, the turtle will be a bigger part of my display. Because I didn't spend all that money on him just for him to not be in the shot. So definitely looking forward to that. All right, so we've got I think 9 people in here and 12 likes. Once again, thank you guys for being in here and supporting just my ranting and raving. We talked about bullying. We talked about stage fright. We talked about bullies. We talked about how awesome Galactic Pops is. My birthday is Sunday. I'm taking another field trip to South Carolina this time, and not just driving through it, but actually gonna stay there for a couple hours at a toy convention tomorrow. If I can get to bed and get everything I need done. But again, I'm a procrastinator. I'll get it done sooner or later. But definitely be on the lookout tomorrow. What is going on, Forever Freaky Funko? I was just talking about you. You must have heard me, or someone told you I was talking good about you. Welcome to my stream where I'm procrastinating. I have no agenda. Um, I'm actually getting pushed closer to the camera by some giveaway boxes I had to send out from last week. So I want to thank everyone for coming in here and supporting me. Got Pop Couple in here. Got a bunch of other great YouTubers in here as well. JC's gonna be home in about 10 more minutes. So as soon as he goes live, I'm gonna go silent and I'm gonna support my boy Nerdy Treasures. But so I'm kind of stalling for time here, people. So what do you want to talk about for 10 minutes? Um, I'm actually show you some more of my random Disney stuff that I've shown you 5 times already. If that'll buy some time. But actually, if you're new to the stream and you want to see something cool, let me know. I got pops all over here. I got big ones and all right. All right. I'm gonna do a top 5, but it's gonna be Black Friday games that miss. I want them all. I do. That Monterey Jack. Now that I saw the chase for Monterey Jack, I want the Monterey Jack chase. I'm not the Wildcat. I want Wildcat. Um, the pops I want. The other stuff in the boxes I don't really care about. I actually have a friend. Her husband just wants the Pez, so I would love. Honestly, the Pez are cool, but for me, Marvel or DC? Marvel movies, DC TV shows. Um, I'm a huge fan of The Flash. I'm a huge fan of. Um, oh my god, I can't think right now. Huge fan of The Flash. Huge fan of Arrow. Love DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Um, love Supergirl. Honestly, anything on the CW I love. If you watched Dre's stream earlier, he mentioned that Swamp Thing is going to be coming. That's going to be awesome. But the Marvel movies are, I mean, that's the blueprint for a all-encompassing universe that DC just, which is funny because DC can do it on the small screen, but they can't do it on the big screen. You know, they're stumbling and fumbling with their movie universe, but their TV universe is just fine. And Marvel can't seem to really get it fully together on TV. I know they just re-upped Agents of Shield for season 7, but Inhumans failed. Agent Carter kind of fizzled out after 2 years. Now Disney's getting ready to take. They're probably gonna pull everything and put it on the new streaming service that Disney's coming up with. But I am excited if the rumors are true and they're gonna do a Loki series with Tom Hiddleston on their streaming service. That's gonna be fire. I'm not gonna lie, but again, I think DC for the most part they've got the TV stuff locked down. I know Arrow. There's been a few seasons of Arrow that have been up and down, but I think for the most part, all those shows have been great. I torture myself, unlike people who watch it on cable every week. I wait until it comes on Netflix and I'll binge it in like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I'll watch the whole season, and then I'll do that for each show as they come out because I am. That's just how I am. Um, I'm too busy watching you guys to watch cable. Do you have any other hobbies? Hobbies for me. I love reading. Love writing. I need to do more writing. I used to write a lot, but not much anymore. Um, so I have 20% left on my phone, so I'm gonna roll until. Honestly, I mean, that seems to be a strong. If they're gonna build it around Gal Gadot, then I'm all for them pushing it back. You know, the one thing that Marvel did right, I think, is they went one by one. They started with Iron Man. That DC, I think, they wanted to shoehole, pigeonhole, or just force everything into 2 movies. You can't do that. You can't get started with everyone and then move out. Yes, JC, drive. Don't worry about the stream in the chat. You just get home safe. No distracted driving over here. But yeah, I mean, DC for me, I just felt that they tried to rush everything and it failed. You know, Cavill left and um, Ben Affleck is in rehab, so he's gone. But I think they're also they pin their hopes on people that may or may not have been there in the long run. I think Marvel got really lucky with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans and um, Chris Hemsworth and people like that. They signed their contracts to be in there for the long run. Where I think DC, I don't know all the details of their contracts, but you have to have commitment if you're going to build stuff. You can't just build, oh, well, we're going to do, Batman versus Superman, you guys are in, cool. Oh, by the way, you're going to do all this other stuff too. No, sign the contract, you're in there for 4 movies or 5 movies or whatever you want to do. But if they had started with Batman, then built in Superman, and then did the Marvel easy blueprint, they'd probably be a whole lot farther along. But they didn't, so they're back at square one. Shoot, loot, my whole family. Honestly, I was too. I was at work, and I think I mentioned this on Monday. I was at work, and I checked my phone just to see if anyone had called or text messaged me, and I saw a lot of my notifications were people saying, a lot of the YouTubers that I follow were doing videos about rest in peace Stanley. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I checked Facebook and I saw that it happened, and it threw me for a loop. And like I said on Monday, I think Stanley dying for us, you know, is probably as close as we'll ever get to experiencing what it was like when Walt Disney died. When you really think about it, you know, those two gentlemen created so much content. Did you guys see that Stanley pop on Facebook floating around all day from some company? Yes, I saw that. And unfortunately, I would never buy anything from just some random website. But no, I can't say that. I did that once. I bought actually bought some T-shirts off of some random Facebook ad, and luckily they got here. But honestly, that happened when Roman Reigns came out about his leukemia. Every Facebook ad was about selling some shirt to support Roman Reigns or to say F cancer or whatever. Facebook, for all the good that Facebook does, you get a lot of these scammers out there who try to make a buck off of the latest thing to happen, and to try and capitalize on Stanley's death. Honestly, that's not cool. Um, you know, I don't even think Funko would come out with the new Stanley Pop right now. I think they would wait a little bit. Um, I would hope that they would wait until things kind of until time had passed, and that in that time period could be months, it could be a year. That's up to people at Funko. But again, honestly, right now, I wouldn't even buy a Stanley Pop. I don't, and it's not because I don't want one. It's just because I don't even think buying one right now is it would look right. I am glad I can be even a little bit of help to you right now. Like I said earlier, I've been there, and I'm always here to talk to anyone if they ever need anything. So yeah, definitely, that's what I'm trying to convey in my little community here on my channel is openness and just trying to help people. Whether it be just trying to make you smile, or going for 62 minutes and not say anything really worth anything that is coherent or smart. Honestly, I know I'm making sense because you guys are still here, and I have 11 of you guys in here, so something's going right. But yeah, even when Robin Williams died, everyone wanted to buy, Genie Pops or Genie Vinylmations or whatever, or try and sell them too. Buying it. I wouldn't mind buying a Stanley Pop. I just don't think there's one I would really want to own. Um, you know, obviously the ones that look like him, I would want to own, but the ones in the movies, again, I'm not. I don't know. I just don't see them fitting in my collection. Adam West. You saw the same stuff when Carrie Fisher died. Everyone trying to buy up and resell all the Leia pops and things like that. And it's sad. Or people hoping that someone would die just so their pop would go up in value. No. People today are so greedy. It seems like that things like that you know or sentences like that come out, and I just couldn't see myself doing that. If I had a Stanley Pop, I would probably donate it to someone before I sold it at this point. Just to not profit off of him, or sell it for retail. Hey, I paid $10 for this. Here you go. Or hey, I spent $15 or whatever you spend on it. That's fine, but don't sell me a Stanley Pop for $100 now just because he died on Monday. No, 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 no. But again, what I was saying is, when he died, it hurt. I mean, he created or influenced so many people in the comic book industry. Much like Walt has done that with you know Disney and everything. I mean, a lot of great minds came out of the Walt Disney Company. Just like a lot of great minds came out of Marvel. So, seeing Stanley died, it almost, you know, and it kind of made me wonder what people really felt when Walt died. And me being a Disney fan, that came to my mind first was, this is what it felt like, or this is what it should might have felt like when Walt died. I mean, obviously, in this day and age, you've got social media and stuff like that to kind of fuel things a little bit, but I think back when Walt died in the late '60s, it would have been the same kind of reaction that your childhood or someone who shaped your childhood is no longer with us, and I feel that way about Stan. A lot of growing up, I enjoyed Spider Man and X Men cartoon in the '90s and things like that. So I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that but again, he was 95. He lived a long life. He traveled the world and did so many amazing things. But not, just knowing that he's no longer in this world, it does kind of suck. People, he was a treasure for countless generations and countless decades of him doing what I'm home on my computer and setting it up. We'll be real quick. No, I mean honestly, JC, I've been on for over an hour. You know, once I see the notification on my phone, I'll definitely you know I'll send everyone over to you and we can continue this party over on your stream. Because again, I don't unlike you, I don't want to rub toes and ruffle feathers. We're all one big Funko family. So, and I mean, I've been on here for you know, with my last stream almost 2 hours. So, you guys have been amazing. I want to thank Pop Couple and Anthony for coming in here and showing some love. Galactic Pops. I mean, you guys are amazing. You know, I and I'm at 10%. So JC coming, getting ready to go on is definitely amazing. I don't want my phone to die midstream. That would just be kind of tacky. But yeah, I mean, again, we are a family. So again, you guys are always amazing to talk to and hang out with. Again, once I'm back at work on Monday, well, all right. So JC is live. So everyone go over and show him some love. I'm gonna go over there myself. Again, thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Pop Couple. Thank you, Galactic Pops. Thank you, Stephanie Perez. Whoever else is in here, again, I see one comment at a time. So let's all go over and show JC some love, and I'll see you guys over there.